Hi, and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about restorative yoga and the central nervous system. The central nervous system is the brain and the spinal column. And the central nervous system ties in directly to all of our vital organs. The central nervous system has bundles of plexuses that run the length of the spine. Each of these plexuses are simply made up of a bundle of nerves and ganglia that innervate different tissues in the body. For example, the celiac plexus innervates the stomach, the gallbladder, and the small intestine. When the central nervous system stimulates the celiac plexus, the plexus innervates those tissues and they contract, and we feel sensations of nausea or indigestion. When we live in a hyperaroused state, we're constantly having activation occur in our central nervous system. Our central nervous system works with our peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system is the part of our nervous system that hosts the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is responsible for our fight, flight, freeze mechanism, and the parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for our rest and digest functions. When we are in a parasympathetic state, we are calm, we are collected, and we feel at ease. We may be digesting during sleep, or we may be sitting and just being in a hammock. Regardless, we are calm and at ease. When the sympathetic nervous system is activated, we feel stressed, we feel anxious, we feel overwhelmed, we feel uneasy, maybe disconnected, or we feel a sense of rushing or doing that needs to be done. Restorative yoga is designed to help us to come back to center, to let go of that sympathetic side and to onboard the parasympathetic nervous system so that we can feel calm, collected, and at ease. When the parasympathetic nervous system is engaged and activated, we don't feel stressed. We don't have adrenaline racing through our veins. We aren't producing cortisol, the stress hormones. We can just be, and our body needs that so very much. Restorative yoga has been shown to help with insomnia, blood pressure, and weight loss, among many other things. And typically, restorative yoga can be done by all ages and all abilities. Restorative yoga uses lots of props to support the body, so the nervous system can let go of the gripping and the doing. Have you ever been in a half pigeon posture? And you're trying so hard to relax, but the sensation is so intense. You feel the sensation, and because you feel the sensation, your nervous system is gripping. There are muscles in the body that aren't even involved in the half pigeon that are holding or tight in flexion. Now, what happens when we let that go? Well, when we let that go, when we let the gripping go, we find the ease. This really is a metaphor for life, isn't it? When I'm in a relationship with myself or with someone else or with the world or community, and I am in a sympathetic state of doing, I feel the need to grip and hold. I have attachments and aversions. And those attachments and aversions cause my body to be conditioned to holding in a certain way. I call this postural conditioning, and it has an emotional and intellectual component, whereas postural compensation comes from structural abnormalities and variants. Postural conditioning can be undone over time through restorative yoga, and restorative yoga helps the fascia to remodel more so than a practice like yin yoga. There's a misunderstanding in the world of exercise and nutrition that yin yoga is designed to help to release the fascia. But that's just not the case. The fascia has a few different qualities. It's viscous and sticky and needs to be hydrated. It has a stretch to it, but if you hold that stretch for too long, you get into its elastic property, which changes its shape. And if the shape is changed, then there is imbalance in the body. To remodel the fascia, we need to participate in activities that engage the entire body, like running, jumping, rebounding, swimming, and even vinyasa yoga. And then we restore, giving the body and the fascia time to let go and come back to its normal configuration. Restorative yoga can do a world of good for our nervous system, our body, and our mind. Remember, the nervous system is in fact the communication highway between the body and the mind, so it's important that all of the wires are aligned.